How's it going, everybody? It's Neighborhood Friendly Cheesecake Trent Sneed up here tonight for round number 6 of Sidewinder Racing League's Marable's Mobile Detail and Truck Series. We're at iRacing SuperSpeedway for the Patriotic Paint Schemes night. Continuing off from where we left off Tuesday, pretty much. Driver's going to be out in a Patriotic themed paint schemes, but 66 laps here from ISS, and man, it is going to be quick. We're in the giant brick mobiles, and as you can see, Bandido Christopher Alcar running 210 miles an hour, going to qualify third on his first lap here. Currently, pole sitter is the 5 of Quinn Newton. See Quinn 210 miles an hour down the back straight. Jake Lawrence in the 68 machine going to jump up to pole. I think Chris is heading to turn 3 for the final time. God almighty, that's quick. At the stripe. Up to second. And Quinn Newton going to be the pole sitter. Beach. Even if I wanted to, I don't think I'd want to race at ISS. I've only done it twice and I've died both times. So my luck isn't exactly good here. DG, for his first lap, puts it up on 6th. Go ahead and bring the point standings here. Michael Edwards, Thomas Green, Justin Sipes, and Lucas Hoytsma round out the top 4 with the win apiece. And it's Jarrett Talmadge round out the top 5. Then it's Blake Roebuck, Derek Watkins, Quinn Newton, Jeremy Clapper, and Cody Brown round out the top 10. Followed by Isaac Shelley and Clint Roberts round out the final transfer spots. The first driver on the outside looking in is Jeremy Scherer, running in 13th. And Ravenger gonna jump to the top of the board. Sounds like a jet went by. Good God. Well, the 450 Pontiac Rocket won last week by stretching out some fuel. Let's see if it's going to jump to the top of the board here. Cheat codes, Lucas Hoytsman, the Toyoniac, coming out. I don't know if he's on his first lap or coming to his first lap. We'll find out once he crosses the line. That was his first lap, and he's in 11th. If Giglio was running, I'd say watch out for him to possibly jump on top of the board. Down the back stretch, 210 miles an hour. I think everyone's a bit on the scared side. You'd be crazy not to be. Off of 4, is Lucas going to knock Ravenger off the top spot? Fourth, completely detonates the engine and the transmission, going to the backup truck early. Joey back in the non-machine. First lap puts him in 13th. As Discord just completely glitched out on it, so that's nice. Thank you, Discord. Very cool. through 3 and 4. I wouldn't be upset to see a Goodwrench truck become pole sitter. Off of 4, Beck at 210 miles an hour. Up to 8th. Cliff Mullins out on track. I believe he's on his final qualifying lap. JR Deal's out here as well. He's just now coming out on track. .213. Good God. And that's without the draft, too. That is absolutely horrifying. At the line, Mullins. Up to 3rd. Nice lap by the 37. JR Deal just started his first lap. Not sure if he's going to have enough time. Well, he might. 200 miles an hour into turn 1, riding towards the top of the racetrack. Down the at least mile-long backstretch. I think it's a 3-mile track, so 2-mile-long straights and 2.5-mile corners. That sounds about right.
Heck of a lap, 54. Hopefully it stands. That's a heck of a lap.
It says the guy with one foot.
A little over a minute remaining here. JR Deal coming to start his second lap. Should have enough time.
Yep, I got 1 foot that works. The other one doesn't. It just hangs there.
Ugh.
Apparently you don't even have to use the right foot in order to go fast here.
I use my left foot to go fast. My right one doesn't work.
Well, dang.
I'm partial paraplegic.
I'm sorry, I was actually making a joke on Quinn, but I apologize, sir.
I had no idea Ravager was a...
Apologize. How are you supposed to know until I say something? I mean, literally, it's no big deal, brother. It happened. I drive this truck with 3 pedals with 1 foot, so...
Makes a whole other meaning to heel-toe downshift, I guess. My God. JR with 20 seconds remaining. Oh, up to 2nd. Oh, that would have been cool if we got up the pole. Hey, DG. Well, that's pretty much going to do it for qualifying. Less than 10 seconds remaining. Very valiant effort by that 09 Toyota Tundra of JR Deal. But Ravager going to be our pole sitter here tonight. Very quickly go over the starting lineup. Once again, start on pole. Going to be the 54 of Ravager. 2nd going to be the 09 of JR Deal. 3rd going to be the 5 of Quinn Newton. 4th going to be the 37 of Cliff Mullins. Yes, come on. There we go. That'll work. Round top 5 is going to be the 2 of Tony Bowling. 6th going to be the 97 of Lucas Hoitzma. 7th going to be the 43 of Christopher Alkire. 8th going to be the 26 of DG Swiss. 9th going to be the 3 of Thomas Green. Right out top 10 is going to be the 9 of Joey Beck. 11th going to be the 7 of Josh Anderson. 12th going to be the 68 of Jake Lawrence. 13th going to be the 23 of Daniel Llewellyn. 14th going to be the 56 of Corey Deal. And that was actually set to 56, not the 44 like last week. 15th going to be the 45
Good luck, everyone.
Will Spark, Mr. Tigerbat 20. 16th going to be the 17 of Cody Brown. 17th going to be the 41 of Derek Watkins. 18th going to be the 95 of Jeremy Clapper. 19th going to be the 21 of William Oshabrenner. 20th going to be the 47 of Dalton Hayes. Around the field, here's going to be the 24 of Justin Sipes. Alrighty, is Rav in Discord? I feel like he is one of the ones that's usually in there. Yep. And he's the only one in his Discord, so I'm just going to jump in there. Rav, you got a copy?
Yep.
Well, buddy, you're starting on pole here at the biggest and fastest super speedway on the planet, so what's your plan?
My plan is to just keep my line and keep my nose clean.
Solid plan as any. Are you expecting the big wreck to hopefully happen behind you, or if you get shuffled back, what's the plan?
The big wreck is always going to happen, and there's always going to be multiple of them. So my hope is luck is on my side, and I just wish everybody the best till the end.
All right. Well, good luck.
Thank you so much.
That was 54 Ravenger, your pole sitter once again. I feel like I sort of repeated myself there. I do that a lot, I've noticed, when I go back and look over the broadcast. I repeat myself a lot, and let me tell you why. I have the attention span of a chicken sandwich. That's also what makes usually interviews very awkward. If you ever get interviewed by me and you ever wonder why the hell that seems so awkward, because it was. Alrighty, so as DG mentioned here in the comments, it's American Flag Night once again. I'm very, very happy about it. And it would appear a good chunk of the LFG racing team here has a very similar paint scheme. You see Cody Brown has a very similar paint as to the 26. So once again, love to see it. Alrighty. Go ahead and exit out of Discord. Save the bandwidth if I can. We're going to get ready to race here at iRacing SuperSpeedway. I think I forgot to turn on my fan, and we're already at 78 degrees, so it is going to be toasty. This field roars their way, or I guess we call it a rumble, through turn 4. Pace car gonna get ready to go onto pit road, or the pace truck I mean, and it is. Flagman has the green one in his hand. And it is waving. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing for America again, boys. Ravenger leads him down the front stretch. And now into turn number 1, leading the field as we have a little bit of separation already. As you can see, as this field goes through the gears, gets up to speed, we're already up to 200 miles an hour before we get off turn 2. Down the backstretch, speed's already increasing. Quinn Newton in the 5 going to the inside, and J.R. Deal jumps to the outside. 3 wide for the race lead, and poor Rav gets shoved in the middle. Oh no. J.R. Deal fighting for the race lead on the outside. The 37 jumps way up the racetrack with Hoytsma with him. Quinn Newton goes to the race lead with Tony Bolin in his mirror, and here comes the 9 of Joey back up to 3rd. Going to go from 10th to 3rd in 1 lap. Down the front stretches, they're still 3 wide. Quinn Newton currently leading the way as we're going to be 4 wide on lap 2. I don't care what track it is. That's horrifying. JR slides up. Very ruthless transition in the corners here, as they're all keeping in the right direction as, ooh! That's not what you want to see at 220 miles an hour. The leader gets squirrely. Down the backstretch, Newton leading the way. A 3-car breakaway of sorts, or a 3-truck breakaway as they head back into turn 3. DG Swiss trying to, I guess you say he's leading this little secondary group here as we look behind him. 225 miles an hour down the corner, now down the front stretches. They're 3 wide again towards the back of the pack here. Back to 2 wide, you see Corey Deal right at the tail end of this, along with Josh Anderson, Jeremy Clapper, and the 17 of Cody Brown. These boys, they're probably just kind of waiting it out as the whole field appears to go single file. Also see the 45 of Will Spark here just ahead of the 17 Cody Brown, running in 13th after 3 laps coming to 4. Thomas Green pushing the 23 of Daniel Llewellyn possibly up into the top 10 here. So they're trying to get that main pack, clips the apron, slides up ever so slightly, didn't get into that 68 of Jake Lawrence. Meanwhile, the 5, Quinn Newton still leading the way as DG looking to make a second lane here with the 09 JR Deal and the 54 Ravager. And Ravager going all the way to the top with help from the 97 of Hoytsma. Back to 2 wide. Thought they were going to make it 3, but unfortunately looks like they're just going to lose a little bit of ground as Ravager looking to go even more to the top as they hit that bump, and it's just such a brutal transition. It reminds me of Monza, honestly. As DG Swiss looking to go back to the outside, side by side with the 9 of Joey Beck. Actually going to be on a fall in line. The 45 Will Spark. Oh, Wallen clips the apron, shoots up almost into the 45. Jake Lawrence now going to try and push this 45 as Spark goes down to the inside. And Lawrence clear as well as, oh, JR stuck on the apron, able to come back up in front of the 37 of Cliff Mullins. Newton still showing the way as they're 3 wide. Hoytsma on the very outside. You can see Corey Deal think about making a 3rd lane with the loop. That was Cody Brown. And Hoytsma falling back to the middle just in front of the 68 of Jake Lawrence. Newton, though, still showing the way with help from Tony Boland just behind him in the 9 of Joey Beck. Guys, they're trying to get a second lane going. Haven't seen too many races here at ISS, but I imagine tire wear is probably going to be a thing. I'm not sure if Goodyear designed tires to go 230 miles an hour. You see for the majority for the front half, we're single file. I say that now. JR Deal looking to make a second lane with Cliff Mullins. Peeking to the outside. DG Swiss is there. Looks like he was thinking about it. The whole field in a constant debate if they want to go 2 wide as the 3, Thomas Green, Corey Deal, Hoytsma, they're 3 wide. And what a run by the 97 mid-pack here. Gonna give a big push to the 3. Good Lord. The Toyoniac shoots to the inside. We're 3 wide down the front stretch. Ravager stuck in the middle. Thomas Green up top now. Now they're back to 2 wide. And Hoytsma shooting back up to the middle. Trying to work the draft as he pulls alongside Alkire. Now there's a big push from the 56 of Corey Deal as they go around Tony Boland. What happened to Tony? He got shuffled. So outside's trying to get links back up here, trying to put a charge to the front. Hoytsma looking to make up some ground. Now, one thing I want to mention here, if that 54, or the 56, links up with the 09 of JR, those Deal boys, they are scary if they get linked together. Corey is one hell of a pusher, and he will make a lane. And here comes the 9, Joey Beck, to the inside of Quinn Newes. We're 3 wide for the race lead. The Toyoniac, Lucas Hoytsma knows out ahead. There's contact between the 56 and the 5. 3 wide for second spot. Ravager looking to make it 4 wide off turn 2. Or turn 4. Oh, baby. The pack is all over the place. Lucas, what lane are you going to block, brother? Neither of them. 4 wide for the race lead.
This is my first place.
Quinn, that's what you think. As Hoytsma, contact with the 17 and the 68. Caution in the air. Ooh, baby.
Fun. I was all over the place.
First caution of the night comes on lap 8.
Necessary, I thought, whatever.
Jake Lawrence unfortunately involved. A good number of trucks unfortunately involved. They were 4 wide.
Promise that was wild, brother. That was good shit. Yes, sir.
You see contact made between the 97 and the 17. 97 goes around as well as the 17 Cody Brown. Nowhere for Jake Lawrence to
I
go.
knew I was going to get caught in that honey hole, man.
I'm still trying to get the pace truck. Here it is, out of 2. Finally. Pace truck
Honestly,
out
got a
of 2.
lot. That could have been a lot worse instead of just only 3 trucks. Heard Rev say.
Car back stretch. Pace truck back stretch.
Scary getting that sucker hole here. And I believe Corey Deal is the leader. As the only drivers come down pit road. Looks like just the ones that have damage. The 17 Cody Brown, the 68 Jake Lawrence. lot of damage to
Yeah.
that 17 and 68. Probably going to be quick repairs.
Are you not?
So looks like they've already used their one quick repair for the night. Brown is down and away. Going to win that little race off of pit road. And now the rest of the field coming coming down pit road.
Come on.
Presumably just for fuel only. So who's gonna win the race off of pit road? See Thomas Green really sideways in his box there, really crooked. Corey Deal gonna win the race off of pit road, followed by Thomas Green, DG Swiss. It's a drag race between the nines of Joey Beck and JR Deal. And it looks like JR wins it between the two. And the 5 pit noon is something amiss with this. Not a Joey Beck. Hope he didn't speed. That kind of sucked. So, Corey Dill, your leader. So we hit lap 10 out of 66. Caution lap's going to be brutal. Hopefully we'll get the 1 to green once they come around. Oh, the 54 hit you coming off pit road? That's a big oof. And the rear end damage don't look too horribly bad. Dented right in the middle. As Deal has elected the outside. Wait, who's in fourth? Yep, knew it. Alright, so the Deal Bros are going to be linked together on this restart. God help us all, because it's probably going to be very difficult for these guys to get around them. Corey Deal in that 56 has us at the end of tail end of the season last season. He snapped a pretty much league for the entirety of the league of the trucks and Xfinity series he was in. Snapped a pretty big winless drought at Talladega in the truck series, and he's carried the momentum from that all the way into this season. He's gotten number of wins in the Xfinity series so far this year. But right now, I'm thinking if he has a chance, he's also going to go for the win. But by the end of it, I'm not too sure, or not. I wouldn't be too surprised if I see that 09 in front of the 56. Because JR, I believe, is still winless. And if JR were to get his first win, it'd be along the lines of Alkire. Who else comes to my mind here? Lucky. I'm not sure if Lucky still races in Sidewinder. Jonathan Ledger. Along the lines of those guys getting their first win, it'd be a hell of a celebration. As Pace Truck back down pit road, and green flag back in the air. JR did not get as good of a start as Corey Deal, still on the top of the racetrack. Gonna like to stay up there and work with his brother. So the 3 of Thomas Green with help from DG Swiss gonna take the race lead. And JR goes down to the inside, and now Corey jumps down to the inside. It's about a top 4 breakaway as Corey may be losing the draft. These drivers get up to speed, already 210 miles an hour down the backstretch. Now does Swiss jump out and try to take the race lead? Or will they take that caution on lap 8 or 9 as a warning and just kind of go single file? As Corey trying to signal, he wants to go up high, and Beck going to go up there. Deal looking to go to the outside, has a hell of a run with help from Joey Beck. To the outside of Thomas Green for the race lead. Almost clear into turn 1 as he gets a big push from the 9 and shoots him a little sideways. Oh, pushing in the corner. I don't like that at 220 miles an hour. As Beck jumps down to the inside right in front of Quinn Newton.
What is your problem? Like, come on.
Down the backstretch now. Deal still trying to get a push from the 9. Fighting for the race lead. These both lanes are pushing and shoving. You can see the wiggle coming from both leaders of the lines. So you hit that transition in the corner. It's so violent. It shoots everyone around. As Beck going down to the inside again, back in front of the 5. Down the front stretch, JR trying to hook up with his brother now down the front stretch. Big bump down the front as you can see Swiss pushing Thomas just ahead. I don't think they took that caution as a warning. I think they're racing crazier. Off turn 2, it's still the 3. Thomas Green in the lead as the outside trying to find some a run. As looks like the inside is kind of starting to show the way, I guess you could say. And I forgot something about Josh Anderson. I haven't talked about him tonight. Third in line on the outside, up with the Deal boys. Jeremy Clapper in the 43 of Alcar there as well. Riding on board with the 7 of Josh Anderson. 228 miles an hour as JR goes down to the inside. That's going to probably allow Josh to get a hell of a run on that 56 and work with the draft here. Maybe get a run for the outside. They slow down a little bit heading into 1. Down the backstretch, they were 3 wide, I think. Jake Lawrence, and they are 3 wide. Alkire, Ravenger, and Lawrence 3 wide down the backstretch. I think they can do 3, but I would not take it 4 as Anderson trying to jump up to the outside, now going back to the middle. So, Ravenger clipped that apron. I thought he was going to shoot up right into the Hoytsma. They're still 3 wide as they work their way down the front stretch. Anderson puts the 45 of Will Spark in the middle as they're almost 4 wide. I thought they were going to be 4 wide. I do not like that. 4 wide. I don't think they can make that happen. They tried it once. It did not work well. So we go back up front. Thomas Green still the race leader with DG Swiss just behind him. And here we go. The Deal boys on the outside. Quinn Newton looking to make a 3rd lane in the middle. Trying to push the 9, trying to give him maybe a hint. As right now, JR Deal going to the race lead here at ISS. Help from his brother. Corey Deal pushing. Cliff Mullins is there as well. Down the front stretch. Or is this the back stretch? It's the front stretch. And JR Deal, I believe, led the lap, and he did. New leader, JR Deal. He's going to be clear here in turn 1. Leaves his brother up there with the 37 of Cliff Mullins. And Green looking to try and get the race lead again down the backstretch. Side draft to Swiss, pulls up in front of Corey. Thomas Green back to the race lead. Oh, God. They're jogging for position. Contact may have just been made. We're 4 wide down the backstretch. Oh, this did not work last time. As Beck goes down to cover the other 9 of JR. Back to 3 wide. Corey Deal stuck at the very top of the racetrack as JR back into 3rd. Shoots to the inside of Beck. Beck now looking for the race lead. Thomas Green still leading the way for the moment as Jake Lawrence with help from Cliff Mullins now pushing the 9 of Joey Beck. DG Swiss on the very top of the racetrack. Ooh, contact may have been made between the 60 and the 9, and now Beck goes up in front of DG. So they're still 3 wide. Hoytsma shoots down to the inside as the 2 of Tony Bolin shoots up in front of Beck. Down the front stretch, my lord, DG and Corey just got shuffled to pretty much the back of this pack.
I got booted from Discord again.
Is there thinking about going 3-4 wide again? It's like they're able to get just about situated, if you could call it that. Oh, God, Beck, I think, just cut off the 37. I looked at Sim Racing ads for half a second. I see something move drastically. It scared me. So back up towards the leaders here. Thomas Green still leading with the 09 JR Deal just behind. And how about this? Ravenger coming back, pushing the 68 of Jake Lawrence. Oh, God, Hoytsman, Tony Bolin.
I don't know where they went.
Yeah, he disappeared off of mine too.
Oh boy, Daniel Llewellyn. Oh, baby, they're 5 wide. Oh, they were either 4 or 5 wide. I lost count. I had a heart attack. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, God, and Quinn Newton.
Sorry.
Quinn Newton, I believe the 45 of Will Spark. No caution. Oh, Thomas Green. See what happened. God, that's how quickly things can go pear-shaped at some 230 miles an hour. Just the 45 trying to avoid the 23. Comes up and clips the 5 of Quinn Newton and nowhere for Thomas Green to go. That's absolutely horrific impact. They are able to keep it going.
Any rear damage?
That's rough luck for this 5 machine.
On the top of your spoiler.
And the 3. Thomas Green was actually leading just moments ago.
Alright, thank you.
The 09 JR Deal was leading, but now Tony Bolin goes to the race. Lead's contacts made between Beck and Alkire. Where'd Christopher Alkire come from in the 43? We're not even halfway yet, and these boys are racing like hell. Joey Beck tries side. They're 4 wide again. Boys, 4 wide does not work. 4 wide does not work. We have figured that out as they get it back to 2 wide. Clapper there on the inside. DG Swiss there as well. Right now, it is still the 2. Tony Bolin showing the way here at ISS with JR in 2nd and Alkire in 3rd. We mentioned this last week with Alkire being 3rd. What will Chris do to try and get to the race lead? JR gives a little bump drive to the 2 of Tony Bolin. Peeking to the outside. Now back to the inside. And here comes Ravenger again in the 54. Who does he have help with this time? So far, no one. Just trying to single-handedly side draft. Actually, here comes Mullins. Cliff Mullins and Joey Beck coming to the rescue on the outside. Never mind. Mullins head to hell. I'm making a 3rd lane. Beck follows. Actually, I thought Beck was going to say, never mind, he's not going to follow. As Lawrence. See him out jumping out of line. Alkire. Now side by side with the 37 Cliff Mullins again. Corey Deal right in the middle of it as well as Deal wants to make a 3rd lane, but he has no help up there. Bolin still leading. Cliff Mullins with a huge push from the 9. Cliff Mullins going to the lead as Hoytsman making a 3rd lane. Swiss goes to follow. Woo! That transition, the turn transition, it scares me so bad. There's a bump in the corner. Mullins the leader as Bolin looking to the inside. Gonna give a big push. Heading into the turn, Mullins still the leader here. JR running in 3rd just behind Bolin. Alkire shuffled back to 4th. Still have DG Swiss. Oh, Ravenger! Just barely saw it coming up to cover the 56 and Corey. Corey now pushing the 54. And we're seeing it here. That 54, or the 56 is one hell of a pusher. He's pushed a number of drivers to the lead so far, I'm pretty sure. I don't remember. There's so much stuff going on, I'm lost. As 3 wide with a lap car. Tony Bolin to the inside of Mullins. And JR goes with Cliff. And Alkire inching this way makes a 3 wide. Contact is made. Mullins hard into the outside wall. Yellow flag in the air. Oh my God, what a horrific impact for the 37 of Mullins. Jesus Christ. The 5 and the 26 both drive underneath his car.
102.
Just head into the corner of the 43. Well, actually, hold on here. Try and look.
5, are you gonna go past me, bro?
Working on it. Checking up middle of the back. Mr. Alkire, is that you leading again?
Yes, sir.
It's a mix of the 43 coming up and the 37 coming down, heading into the corner. It looks like Alkire's moving up there, and then about halfway through, there's a little bit of netco there, not much. And the 37 is also coming down at the same time. Unfortunately, nowhere for JR to go, but my God, look at that! 2 or so trucks drive underneath. Cody Brown just drives right underneath the 37 of Cliff Mullins. Let's go on board with the 17 machine. Jesus. Not what you want to see at 200-something miles an hour. So your leader at the moment is the 43 of Christopher Alkire. That boy got up to the race lead.
Coming high.
3 Thomas Green gonna be the lucky dog. Quinn Newton. Looks like Quinn will probably get the wave around. And I see who won the race off of pit road. Is there 4 wide at going to the end of pit road? Holy Christ. I think Tony Bolin is your winner off pit road. Hey, Justin. So your leader right now is the 17 of Cody Brown. He stayed out. And the 5 Quinn Newton looks like he is going to get the lucky dog, or not lucky dog, just the wave around. I imagine he may have took gas. I hope he took some gas.
Cars are sideways, cars that blow their motor and doesn't blow anything.
Hopefully we'll see the 1 to green. It's been crazy so far. These boys are going 3-4 wide like it's nothing. It's just it rarely ends well. As Newton gonna get the wave around as we get the 1 to green. Tony Bolin is indeed gonna be your leader for this restart. So far, the hard charger is the 56 of Corey Dill. He's made up 10 spots so far this race and has made his way to the lead. A couple times so far. Let's see. Trying to figure out who do I think is gonna be in contention by the end of this thing. So far, if you can get that outside going, mainly once again that 56 is a hell of a pusher. If you can get him and JR up there, I think they're gonna make up a lot of ground again. But honestly, whoever can get the run up on the outside, man. So I'm noticing this does not race like a traditional plate track. Because the moment you go 3 wide for the lead, that's when That's when everything gets interesting. His pace truck is in and Bolin steps on it.
Hold on to it.
A little bit of wheel spin here. As my God, heading into turn 1, they're already at 180 miles an hour. God, that's insane. Speed as here comes Ravenger to the outside for the race lead. 2 wide down the backstretch. Corey Deal pushing the 54, and here comes DG as well to the outside. Think about making a third lane. Side drafting the 56. As Ravenger goes down to covers, they're going to be 3 wide for a second. That's going to stall out those 2 lines. Josh Anderson in the 7. Here comes Jeremy Clapper with a huge run. Where does he go with help from Lawrence? Lawrence makes a little bit of contact with DG as, my Lord, they're everywhere again. And for the lead, Bolin goes back to the race lead with help from Joey Beck.
No, the inside line.
Corey Dill in the 56 still up there on the outside trying to make something happen. Side drive from the 97 on Lucas Hoitzma. Has a little bit of draft help from Jeremy Clapper, and Clapper's just going to make a third lane from the looks of it. Corey trying to go up the block, and Clapper going to get hung out to dry now. As Ravenger peeking out to the outside. God, that transition hurts. But Deal now with help from Jake Lawrence looking to get that outside back going. As Beck shoots to the outside. Going to be technically in the middle right now. Side by side with the 2. Trying to go up to jump up with Corey. Just not able to get up there in time. So Joey Beck caught in the sucker hole now as Corey Deal going to the lead on the outside. Side by side for the race lead with help from Jake. Ooh, Lordy, they're all over the place. Still side by side. Who's going to lead the lap? It looks like it's going to be this 56 machine. Corey Deal back to the race lead as Lawrence Swiss and the almost Beck gets cleared. Through 3 and 4 now. Corey Deal ahead of the 68. Now Tony Bolin trying to get to the inside of DG. Not able to. Here comes Ravenger again. To the outside and has help from Josh Anderson. At the line, Corey Deal back to the race lead. Ravenger now trying to get a run somewhere. 2 trucks only right now as Bolin's going to jump up there. Back to 3 trucks on the outside. Trying to get up there for the race lead as, oh, that's not good. Yellow flag back in the air. Hoitzman involved in, oh, they're still wrecking. Daniel Llewellyn. Oh, Will Smart goes up and over.
We've been under yellow for like...
Quinn Newton got turned around as well. What in the world happened after the fact?
Sorry, I was trying to push you there. I guess you got a little squirrely, man. Sorry.
Quinn Newton unfortunately involved again, and he's already used his quick repair. That might be his night done.
Pace truck out of 2. Pace truck out of 2.
Can't believe I get killed under yellow and get another meatball. It's ridiculous.
Hey, I'm there with you.
54 pushes on the quarter panel of the 2 and just unfortunately sends it around right into Hoitzma, Alkire, Llewellyn. Nowhere for these guys to go. And then Daniel gets in the grass, gets him loose, and unfortunately, just on the apron, I think he's carrying too much speed, just gets right into the 5 of Quinn Newton. Unfortunately, right back into the 43 and the 45. Will Spark, my Lord.
Pace truck 3.
I think he locks up the brakes. Just shoots right up to the outside wall and goes up and over right in front of the 21 of Aschabrander. That's Hoitzma stuck in pit road. Newton's yet to come down. Absolutely horrific luck for some of these guys. Hate to see it. As Bolin and others are coming down pit road now. I think a lot of people have come down pit road just to top off on fuel. Corey wins the race off of pit road. Here comes Jake Lawrence. Joey Beck, JR Deal. Bruce at the 5 has used his quick repair, and he has. Oh, that's absolutely horrific luck for that 5 truck.
People driving way over their heads tonight. Absolutely ridiculous.
You can hear his frustration over the radio.
I'm coming, Bandio, don't worry.
No worries. I have to go to the end of the line anyway because I wasn't going to make it all the way around to try to pit on time.
So Tony's used his quick repair.
Yeah, so if I like
17 Cody Brown coming on pit road. So we take the 1 to green. Going to go back racing here with less than halfway. And I just realized, as I'm looking in chat, I just realized I've been calling Ravager for this entire time. My damn brain did that weird thing to where it puts letters that aren't there. Alright, I'm thinking for this restart here, since we're at the halfway point, we have ourselves a little Crank It Up brought to you by Sneed Game Farm. Right now, your leader is Revenger. Right now, the hard charger is the 56 of Corey Deal. And yeah, Crank It Up time.
Give me an EOL, please. I can't catch Cliff. I may need a black clear.
I'm gonna need an oil. I'm not gonna be able to catch Quinn.
Yeah, I think Tim and I are getting a black clear when you get a chance. I appreciate it. You just couldn't get caught up. Thank you.
You need a black clear to EQ up on you.
Holy shit!
Right there. Yeah, so get that my race over. Thank you. I'm sorry, Chris. I'm not trying to cut you off there. Come on, I got your way. I got my phone down. Somebody's driving over their head, and it's just not smart.
Holy crap and a half! Crank it up, that was so chaotic, I couldn't even do it right. My God, so much happened there going for the race lead, and then they almost died. How the hell they saved is beyond me. But right now, I'm going to try and answering what's going on. So, Jake Lawrence is the leader with JR Deal in second. It's about a 4-truck breakaway, and Daniel Llewellyn here, coming out of nowhere pretty much here, as, oh, who's that? That's Thomas Green stuck up in the wall.
Don't get to finish the race, and we're barely halfway.
So I know Hoytsma, unfortunately Hoytsma's a lap down now, so he was one of the drivers that were involved in that, honest to God, big incident here. I'm going to try and go back and look at what happened here.
I don't know if I can lead.
Because that was huge. The 9 goes up to try and block the 54. Unfortunately, nowhere for Watkins to go. Daniel Llewellyn there with a hell of a move. Yeah, unfortunately, pretty good damage to that 97 truck. He and the 41 now a lap down. Back up at the lead pack. Here comes the 9, Joey Beck. Looking to the outside of JR Deal for second. Here comes Corey Deal in the 56. Gonna make a third lane to the outside. Does he have any help? No. It's Corey side by side the two of Tony Bowling now as they come down the front stretch, pushing the 9. Jake Lawrence still leading the way so far, with 27, coming to 26 laps to go. So I thought. I don't even think we're on the front stretch. It's DG Swiss in the 26 machine looking to go to the race lead. So here comes Daniel Llewellyn trying to peek away underneath the 09. It's now the 9 Beck pushing the 26 machine down the front stretch. 26 laps to go here from iRacing SuperSpeedway. And the outside's trying to get the run going. There's only 2 of them up there. They got to run now. DG going to the outside, just about able to side draft possibly off that 68. They're about to go 3 wide. Cliff Mullins almost put 3 wide between him, Tony Bowling, and Corey Deal. As here comes the 26 to the outside for the race lead. At the line, I think Jake still just barely out ahead. It's JR pushing the 68 for Ollie's, where it slides up, almost makes contact with the 26. Oh my God, the 9 in the 23. Woo! Now Corey Deal trying to push the 26 at DG Swiss, and here comes Josh Anderson. I think that's the 47 of Dalton Hayes. I haven't talked about him much at all. He's about to crack up into the top 10 from the looks of it here as there's a lap truck. Oh God, who was that? William! Oh God, Willie! Oshbrenner, oh God, you almost LePaged it. Great job on not doing so, but oh, that scared me. That may not have been as close as I thought it was, but I think I saw the leaders had to jump up. Oh, God. As Mullins now ahead of the 26, as it's still the 68. Oh, never mind. JR to the inside. Maybe it gave a little bump to that 68. And just kind of shuffled him out of line. JR Deal now looking to go to the race lead. As, oh, my God, what a horrific hook. Caution back in the air, Joey Beck, okay. Josh Anderson.
I see how it is. Nah, I think that was my fault. I think I pushed clipped into you. I didn't know you were right in front of him.
Holy crap.
I
pushed a pusher. My bad.
What an absolutely horrific hook.
Expect me to go. He had a run and he just didn't lift. There was just no part of that at all. But all right.
No, I'm wrong. Off the gas the whole time. I got pushed.
See, you heard DG apologize for pushing the 37.
I guess number 9 felt like he needed to spin me out before pit road right there.
37, unfortunately, after a push, gets right into the 9. And good Lord, a horrific hook. I'm surprised he didn't go airborne. Nowhere for the 23 of Llewellyn to go. How about Corey Deal and Alcar, though? My God, that's some avoidance. Nowhere for that poor 7 of Josh Anderson to go. My Lord, did they actually make it through this?
Yep, I saw it. I was passing.
Oh, Corey clips the rear end of the 43. My God, valiant effort, though.
This Pontiac giving it all it's got.
9 has used his quick repair. So I think Jake, unfortunately, has already used his quick repair. So now the leaders making their way onto pit road. JR leading the way.
Hey! He was warned last week. He's pretty much done here.
Hey, he called me garbage Tuesday.
Well, I mean, you pretty much are, Corey.
I mean, you're not wrong. But I thought it was funny. It was like, I was just like, stat check, please.
Real steel, Corey
Yeah, but he
Deal.
called garbage.
Yeah.
Thanks.
At the line, JR gonna win the race off of pit road. Tony Bolin there in second, and Dalton Hayes coming off in third. See if Alcar used. Okay, he didn't use his quick repair. I'm not sure if Chris has had to use his quick repair yet. I don't know.
I appreciate it. I'm super slow. I'm just trying to keep my truck tracking.
Has Joey back leave? Oh, he's a quick repair. Oh. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Alrighty, hopefully we get the 1 to green. Go back racing with 20 to go. And we do. So it looks like Jeremy Clapper may be getting the wave around.
Yeah, I'm coming. I had 3 minutes of damage, man. I'm coming. Okay, just kind of curious.
Oh, Clapper's the leader. I thought he was lapped down. Hold on. What the hell? Okay, alright. So Jeremy Clapper.
But if you're 2, who is?
Oh, he didn't come down pit road. That's why that threw me off. Okay. So Jeremy Clapper stayed out. And he is going to be the leader for this restart.
Who's Will Park?
Who does number 2 work for? Sure, Power, I'm trying to catch up.
Dalton Hayes up to 4th. Will Spark right there in 6th. Off turn 4. Pace truck is in. And Clapper steps on a green flag back in the air. JR side by side with Bolin has some draft help from the 47 of Dalton Hayes.
I got you.
20 laps to go here from ISS. Here comes Alkire back up to 4th. Right behind, though, not a JR deal. Gonna go to the inside. Never mind. Thought about going so. Dalton Hayes and the 26, DG Swiss to the outside, and Cliff Mullins now pushing the 43 of Alkire, and JR jumps up to the top. Clapper still leading the way here.
My bad.
Apparently that was a bad push there. So JR with possible help from the 47 of Dalton Hayes. DG Swiss trying to get a run as the 45 Will Spark on the inside. Trying to get a run on the 37 Mullins, and here comes the 43, Chris Alkire. Looking to the outside. Doesn't quite have the help yet as Clapper is trying to go around the 2 of Tony Bolin. Actually, Bolin took the lead from Clapper. Wait. Did I miss something here? I missed something here. As JR going to make a 3rd lane up the middle, trying to get around the 43, and looks like everyone kind of ducked down to the inside the moment he did that. Side by side now, 4-second spot. Clapper looks like he was thinking about maybe coming up there. Now Cliff Mullins, 3rd in line on the inside. At the transitions of these corners, it looks so freaking violent. It probably is. Mullins just behind the 95 of Jeremy Clapper. 223 miles an hour. All right, now the dominant truck is this 2 of Tony Bolin. He has shown himself to be the one to kind of beat, I guess, as Clapper looking to the outside. Mullins not going to go with him. His help is a little bit a ways back. JR Deal. The 43 Christopher Alkire and the 56 of Corey Deal. As Alkire making a 3rd lane up the middle. Clapper going to get... Poor Clapper got sent all the way up to the top of the racetrack. And now the Deal boys locked together again. Coming to 17 laps to go.
Or left. I'll go left.
Sorry, your front end looks like a crinkled cam.
As, ooh! They're putting that poor Alkire in the middle. Chris trying to find somewhere to fall in line. Now going to jump in behind the 17 of Cody Brown. Meanwhile, it's still the 2. Tony Bolin out front. 37 of Cliff Mullins. Will Spark running in 3rd. And DG Swiss. Swiss has been up front for the majority so far. He's just running up there in the top 5. Has front end damage, unfortunately. Not sure how much that'll affect him by the end of this thing as Mullins peeking to the inside.
I really thought I was going to turn you by accident there, Cody. I was really get off of it in time.
16 laps to go.
Yeah, I just messed up. I don't want to wait too low there.
As Jeremy Clapper, after staying out, about to come onto pit road. On the backstretch here, JR William Osterbrander behind him. Looks like we're going single file. Excuse me. I'm tired. It's Quinn Newton staying on top of the racetrack. And Clapper going to make his way onto pit road.
Cody, I had to have broken the front left of my car off right there.
15 to go. Tony Bolin still the race leader as Spark. I think they'll go to the outside, and I think DG would have went with him. Josh Anderson's there behind him, and here they go. Oh, Swiss may fake him out, actually. Spark looks like he was going up there for a second. They definitely don't need to wait till the last lap to try and make a move. It is very difficult. Oh, DG clipped the apron. It shot him up here. That's going to make these guys lose a ton of momentum. So now the two Deal boys linked up again. JR pushing Corey.
Because I just seen DG fixing to do the same thing.
These guys trying to make up ground on the outside. See if they're going to be able to pull it off. Will Sparks still running in third here. Is he going to try and make another move out to the outside? The Deal boys are running up there. If he goes up there, they could probably work together. Sparks thinking about it. He's in the middle. Side by side of the 26 as there's lap trucks everywhere. The Deal's going to go with Spark. See if they're able to carry any momentum with this. Right now they're side by side with the 26 machine. As Spark going to go all the way up to the top of the racetrack. Corey and JR in the middle now. Daniel Llewellyn's about to go a lap down. And here the field comes at 220 miles an hour. And Corey trying to get the run to side draft off the 37 of Cliff Mullins for a second. Currently side by side with DG. They go way up the racetrack on the backstretch. Trying to get the run. Both lanes pushing like crazy. As Deal side by side with the leader. Here they come off of turn 4. Back to side by side with DG. I think they need just a few more trucks up there as they're getting a big run on the straightaway here. Pulling alongside the 37 of Cliff Mullins down the front stretch. It's like they're starting to lose a little bit of ground now. Cliff Mullins now still just behind the two of Tony Bolin. So JR jumps to the inside. And lets his brother in just ahead of him. Clapper now 1 lap down.
Are we going to make it?
Good question. So apparently no.
No, we're going to be like 7 laps short.
So with 7 to go, we may see a pit stop. That'd really shake this field up because it's going to be the money stop. Coming at 10 to go. Bowling still the leader. Absolutely huge push from Cliff Mullins to that 2 truck. These guys maybe starting to try to save a little bit of gas as Deal. Corey and JR going back up to the outside. Woo! Jesus! Squirrely as Mullins. I think I saw some side draft stuff trying to go on there. Deal's trying to side draft Josh Anderson. They're making up some ground now on the back stretch. Once again, they're going to need at least one more truck to go up there with them to actually probably get around this 2. Bowling, once again, is proving to be very strong here, leading the field. Coming to 9 to go. Oh, they're trying. Corey's about to be alongside him. 9 to go. And Deal's nosing out ahead as they head into turn 1. Not quite able to clear him, though. Hoytsma goes another lap down. Down the backstretch, Corey Deal's trying to get a push from his brother. So the 26 pushes the 37 into the 2. Tony still just able to hang on to that lead on the inside, and JR and Corey are falling back. So if they're 7 laps short, they're going to probably come in next time by. Right now, Corey side by side with JR. Will Spark going to go by on the inside as well.
Pitting in, 17 pitting.
Cody Brown's going to come in this time. It looks like he's the only one. And he came in on lap 45. Oh, Hoytsma came in, but completely overshot it. Holy Jesus, Lucas.
Damn, Lucas, done that.
Two pitting this time.
4-3 pitting in, 4-3 pitting in.
So Alkire's going to come down pit road. So the final pit stop, it's going to be the money stop. Does the leader come in? Is he going to run it till it's dry? They're all coming in. Oh, baby. Woo, doggy. Oh, the 7's loose. They're making contact. Did they all make it? Will Spark loose in the background. Holy crap. Corey.
Everybody pitting in. Everybody pitting in.
Poor Corey Deal stuck in the pit boxes side by side with Alkire. Once again, this is going to be the money stop. Oh, no! Tony had to back up! That could be critical if he loses. I think he might be fine. He shouldn't lose the draft from that.
Yeah,
but he did lose the lead. So DG Swiss going to go to the race lead. And now the Deal Boys, right behind one another, got to do some draft work to get up there. 6 laps to go. But DG Swiss unofficially are going to take the race lead. And behind him looks like is the 7 of Josh Anderson and then the 2 of Tony Bolin. Then it's a 4-car pack, or a 4-truck pack. Spark going to the outside, letting these guys by. It's Corey pushing the 9 of JR. 5 laps to go. So right now the leader is Cliff Mullins. I think he's just now coming off pit road, along with Dalton Hayes. You can see here comes the field. Swiss, Anderson, and Bolin going by on the outside. Meanwhile, the little secondary pack, the 2 Deals leading the way. Not too sure if they have enough time. Four laps to go. About a 2-second gap. That is going to be difficult to make up. Now JR and Corey have caught up to Dalton Hayes. And Cliff Mullins trying to go by on the outside. And if they go too wide, that's probably going to be it. Let's see who goes high with them. Will Spark and Alkire are thinking about it. Alkire don't know where to go. 3 to go, and they're still stuck too wide. This could be all this front 3 needs to see. How many times has DG been in this position with with few laps remaining. Coming to 2 laps to go. Two to go. Gap is about 1.5 seconds. They're gaining, but I'm just not sure if they're gaining quick enough. Dalton Hayes now the leader of this little pack here. They're coming. Oh, they have the draft now. They're coming in a hurry. Oh, baby. It's going to come down to the last lap. Here comes the rest of the field. Tony Bolin looking to drop back. And Hayes goes to the outside. Oh, there's a bit of a stack up. White flag in the air. 1 lap to go at iRacing International. DG leading, and here comes Tony Bolin to the outside. Corey and JR looking to make a 3rd lane. Almost 3 wide. We're going to be 3 wide for the lead down the backstretch. Oh, they wreck! Big wreck! Josh Anderson is through! Josh Anderson trying to drive away with it. Poor DG, another race that ends in a heartbreak with him wrecking on the last lap. And through 3 and 4, it's going to be the 7. Josh Anderson going to win here at iRacing Superspeedway. 2nd going to go to Cliff Mullins. And 3rd going to go to Will Spark.
Good win, Josh.
Thank you.
JR Deal going to come home in 4th, followed by Tony Bolin.
Baby luck.
I was just thinking the same thing, Derek.
Let's go back and see what happened. Three wide off 2. The 7 just gives a... 7 just pushes on the rear quarter panel of the 26 down the backstretch. And at the same time, the 47 ends up turning the 2 of Bowling right in front of the 9 and the 56. Anderson just able to drive away. Number 7, burning it down here at iRacing International.
And look, I'm out of gas.
All right, so wait for the top 3 to make their way into the waiting room. Put just enough in it to make it to the end and do a little bit of a burnout. So the hard charger tonight is going to be the 47 of Dalton Hayes. He made up 14 spots.
Yeah, sometimes you got to do that to win, huh? Nice job. I'm out too.
Waiting for top 3 to get up into the waiting room. Oh, Will made it up there, so we're going to pull him in. Will, you got a copy? Will?
Hello?
There we go. Man, let's see. It started from the looks of it 15th, and well, just talk us through that last lap. I think everyone was sideways.
That was interesting. Yeah, I just kind of saw them going 3, and I saw Cliff, who I've been chatting with the whole race, right there on the inside, so I just thought I'd push the inside through and see what happened, try and get a couple spots if they all went up the track, but, you know, they all sort of just drifted down on one another, and we pulled through. I got doored by the 47, I think it was, and saved it on the inside, and just ran it to the line with them.
Yeah, either way, though, you came home here with a top 3, so congratulations on the podium. Any sponsor shout-outs on that truck?
Nope, just teammates at Blockbuster Racing. Otherwise, Cody for putting the series on and you for broadcasting.
Absolutely. You got another radioactive in the works, because I feel like tonight would be fitting for it.
Yeah, I'll be making one for that one probably for sure.
All right, man. Well, congratulations once again.
Thank you.
That was 45. Will Spark finished third here tonight. Now we're going to pull in the 37 of Cliff Mullins. Come on, iRacing. Gotta give me a better camera. Geeks on this goes to this car. Yeah, static? No? Okay. Yep, cool. Okay, let's go with this one. Cliff, you got a copy?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, man, you started 4th and finished 2nd. You've been up front for a good majority. But that last lap, it was utter chaos. Talk us through it from your end.
Oh, shoot. I had the biggest run I've ever had following Dalton up through there. We was just trying to catch those lead 3. And had the whole group behind us pushing us, so he shot to the outside, and I was like, I haven't seen that work the whole time, so I was going to stay on the bottom and hope that going into the first corner that somebody would wash up. And it almost worked out. They kind of did it coming off the corner, and then all of a sudden the 26 was sideways in front of me, and I just stayed in it and got hit in the door, and that killed my power. So I was trying to hold on to the draft of the 7 right there and hopefully have a run coming to the line, but didn't have it. Had too much damage on it at that point. But all in all, I mean, it was a decent race. I was surprised that I even come back from being a lap down after got put 3 wide and got taken out there and flipped and took a hell of a ride. But battled my way back.
Absolutely right. Well, by the way, once again, you got yourself a 2nd place spot. Congrats on the podium. Any sponsor shout-outs on the truck?
Yeah, I got to give a shout-out to all the guys at Low Drag, Race 22, Edwards Setup Shop, Kevin Powell Motorsports, and 2 Extreme Motorsports. We had the chat going on down there. We was rocking. And, yeah, thanks to you, of course, for putting this thing on.
Absolutely, man. Congratulations once again on the podium.
I appreciate it, bro.
Well, it's 37 Cliff Mullins finished 2nd here. Now we're going to pull in the 7 of Josh Anderson. You're a winner here. Let's see. Where's the winner tab? Josh, you got a copy?
Yeah, I do. How are you guys?
Yeah, pretty good. You started, looks like 11th, and my man led the lap that counted. Talk us through that final lap.
I think that was the only lap I led, right?
I'm like 90% sure.
Yes. I tell you what, that last lap was insane. I'm looking at a replay right now, and if we'd have had one more car, we'd have been 3x3x3. And it's just a shame that iRacing has a few glitches in it right there at the end coming out of turn 2 there. I mean, the 26 and the 2, it was a netcode issue. It's really what happened from what I can see, from what I could tell, because they weren't anywhere close to each other from my cockpit. And when he just turned, I thought, I don't know what happened, but he moved out of my way and put me on the across the stripe first.
And I heard over the radio he had just enough gas to do a little bit of a smoke show.
Yeah, I I barely took any fuel, and that actually coming out of that pit, and I think DG did the same thing, coming just barely enough to finish this thing, and I think that's what won it, because there was 3 of us coming out, and we stayed hooked up. We didn't move, and what was it? Tony, DG, and myself, us 3 was waiting. I kept watching that pack behind me, and I knew they were coming, and they were fixing to, train us really hard, and but we stayed together, and it worked out pretty good. I mean, it would have been nice if all 3 of us was crossing at the same time, but I mean, circumstance.
Absolutely, man. Well, by the way, you got the win here tonight, so congratulations. Got any sponsor shout-outs on that truck?
Yeah, man, I'd like to thank my team. Jeremy Clapper helped me out a lot. I'm very horrible with strategy, pit stops and stuff like that, when to come in, all that. So Jeremy Clapper, he helped me out a lot. He finished 7th. Way to go. The rest of my team, which couldn't make it here tonight, but we got Bud Barnes, James Jones, all them guys, with Kool-Aid Monster Motorsports. We did really good, and I know this was a patriotic theme tonight, and I tried to throw something together real quick, and for the Army, I got a lot of buddies in the Army, and I just got to support our troops, man. And thank you guys for the broadcast.
Absolutely, man. Well, congratulations once again on the win.
Thank you.
How was the 7, Josh Anderson, your winner here tonight? We'll go and get the sponsor folder here. Once again, no particular order. I think the entirety of the Sidewinder Racing League family. When I can, I covered the Tuesday night Fort Worth Screen Print Xfinity Series and the Thursday night Marable's Mobile Detail and Truck Series. I thank Fort Worth Screen Print, Elite Outdoors, MSP Knives, Ballista Packs, DG Swiss for bringing us awareness about dysautonomia awareness, DGSRacing.com, Marable's Mobile Detail, and Stack Up. And gotta fulfill my terms of service agreement to iRacing. This is iRacing.com. You can buy the truck and you can buy the track. That's right. A fake track from NR 2003 is $13. Actually, I think it might be $15. I don't remember. I've been the Cheesecake. Have a good one.